Hello guys, this is Sarah Johnson and I want to welcome you to this video. In this video today I'm going to talk about forgiveness, and this is a subject that I have taken a liking onto simply because for a very long extended period of time in my life I found myself holding on to grudges, having malice against different individuals or situations, and it was very hard for me to forgive people. So a few years ago I came across this documentary that talked about forgiveness. So in the documentary they had various spiritual teachers who really highlighted the importance of forgiveness and how freeing it can be for you and your spirit, your whole entire life, your business, how important it is for you to forgive and release the shackles of unforgiveness and negative emotions that you hold towards people or situations in order for you to live a fulfilled life. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 different steps that you can take in order to release those shackles. So the first step is simply what you want to do is to take inventory of your life. So look back as far as your mind can take you, I would say childhood up until this point in time, and think about situation, places, people, events that you have assigned or attached a blame story to. So what I mean by that, say for example that you have gone through a divorce. So your blame story may go something like this. My husband left me, and because of this I am not financially sound, or I haven't got my life together. So basically you're blaming something that's external of yourself for what's going on in your life circumstance right now. Or you may say, well, my children are getting on my nerves, or are making me stressed out because they won't follow my direction. I'm a parent, so most parents may sometimes feel that, and that you're not blaming yourself, you're blaming someone else, or you're not taking responsibility for what's going on in your life, you're blaming someone else. Or you may say, well, my boss, I'm unhappy at my job because my boss will not give me that promotion or that raise that I think that I so much deserve. Again, your boss is the reason for your current situation. So just scour your mind, invite it up if you will, and it will come to your surface mind. So any situation or thing that you've assigned a blame story to, invite it into your conscious mind and it will surface. So what I would advise you to do is to grab I have a notebook here that I use for different things. So just grab a notebook. It can be a very simple notebook or a journal. You can make it as fancy as you want, or something very simple that costs less than $2. So you want to grab a notebook, and I would allow for a period of 1 week. So say 7 days or more or less. It depends on your situation. Maybe you have already been doing some forgiveness work and you may not have that much to dig up. But for myself, it took me over 1 week in order to generate a list of those situation, people where I was holding on to malice, resentment, or all the negative emotions that I've mentioned before. So what you want to do is take inventory of all of those situations. So as soon as it comes to your mind, write it down. So what I did is I sat down for, a couple hours, and I asked my mind to show me, present to me situations in which I was still holding on to unforgiveness in my heart. And I wrote it down. But sometimes when I was in the shower or while I was driving, I would get something will pop into my mind. So just allow yourself to come up with this list. So that's why I say allow for about 7 days. So once you've gotten your list together, now it's time to get to work. So the second step in this unforgiveness exercise is to write a letter to everything that you've written on your list. So if you have 20 things on your list, you want to write 20 letters. So in the letter, and mind you, you're not going to give this letter to whomever it's the subject of the letter. So you're not going to give it to anyone. So I want you to feel free to write whatever comes to your mind. Basically, what you want to do is download every information in your mind, any negative feelings, any negative emotions that you're experiencing related to this issue. You want to bring it to the surface, because the aim here is to get it outside of you. Because when we hold on to negative emotion, even though in our minds we think that we're affecting the other person, we're really not. So that's a myth in itself. We're only affecting our own health. When we hold on to unforgiveness, it's like we're building up a wall in front of us. So every time that we let go of unforgiveness and release it, then it's like we're chipping away a layer of that wall. So this exercise, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to chip away the layer of walls so life can begin to flow into you. So your good that the universe has stored up for you can flow into you freely. So you want to write a letter for every instance that you have written in your journal or your notebook. You want to write a letter from a victim standpoint. So in this letter, you really don't want to hold back. You want to, whatever comes to your mind, if you need to curse, if you need to be very colorful and whatever, write it from a victim. I hate you because you stole my boyfriend from 20 years ago, or whatever. You left me with all these children to take care of. You know, we know how to be a victim. I'm pretty sure that you all have experience with being a victim. I do. You do too as well. So if you will just invite it up, write whatever comes to your mind in your letter. And then once you've written all your letters, the next thing we want to do is have a forgiveness ceremony. So what I would advise you to do, we're going to burn the letter. So don't do this inside your home, because we don't want you to burn down your house. We don't want that to happen. So what I did, because some people may have like a pit outside, a fire pit that you can use. I use my barbecue grill, so you can use whatever you have outside, as long as, you know, I don't want you to burn it out in the opening. You want it to be opening, you want it to be rather contained. So anything that you have, you might have a little canister that you can burn, something like a canister that some people have that you can put charcoal in. That would be very appropriate for this exercise. So you want to burn each letter, and at the end of the letter, whatever affirmation comes to your mind, just a small, at the end of the burning, I would say, you want to just recite a small affirmation. You could say, you know, I release you to your higher good, I bless you, and I set you free. Whatever affirmation that is freeing, whatever your heart, whatever comes to your heart, just say it. Just say it. The whole point in this exercise is you want to release whatever tension has been held up or holding you captive for such a long time. You just want to release it and let it be. So there you have it. That's 3 steps to step into from unforgiveness to forgiveness. And I will tell you, I have done this exercise. I am not just reciting something that I've read. I've done this exercise and it is freeing. You can see once you begin to write the letters and do the burning, you can feel the energy leaving and you feel so much better. It's like you have on 20 layer of clothing. Each time you forgive, you're letting go of one layer, and it's like you're becoming emotionally naked. You know, you don't have all of that baggage surrounding you. So I hope this helps you. Trust me, it has helped me. Stick to it, even if it takes a month for you to go through this process. Stick with it. Stick with it. It can really change your life. Thank you. And if you find this video valuable, I ask that you share it. Share it on your blog. Share it with your audience. Share it with your friends, because this can help them as well. Thank you for joining. Have a great day. Thank you.